Round one. DJ Dance versus the obstacles of life. Fight!
Time right. It's almost time, baby. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. Make sure y'all comment and let us know where y'all tuning in from. The show Get 'em to the Metaverse is about to start. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
Come on, make some noise. Put some fire emojis in the comment section. It's about to be insane. It's about to be insane. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Nah, wait a minute, y'all. You know, let me just stop the music.
Please.
Yeah, this don't feel right. This don't feel right.
It doesn't.
I feel like what you think, Joy?
We need something new. We need something fresh. Like, let's run this back. Let's run it
back. All right, let's run it back. One more time.
Yeah.
Let's go. One more time.
It's bigger than just tech. It's a movement. Let's go. Get 'em to the metaverse. Level up your mind. Tapping in the new worlds you ain't never tried. Hardware, headlines, keeping it tight. Abstract flow. Guess they like the mic. Get 'em to the metaverse. Get 'em to the metaverse. Yeah. Get 'em to the metaverse. It's Joy and JDun. We bringing the universe. Kick it off right, Joy set the tone. JDun breaking it down from the zone. They talking gear, they talking space. XR dreams you can't replace. It's not just games, it's next gen tools where creators thrive and rewrite rules. From AR specs to the code they write. They shine that light in your heads at night. Mixed reality, stay in the know. They got the insights, let it all flow. Guests pull up with their future flames, breaking it down in the whole zone lane. So when you hear that beat, better buckle in. We talk the future where the real begins. Joy and JDun leading the wave. XR energy every time they play. Come to the metaverse, level up your mind. Tapping in the new worlds you ain't never tried. Hardware, headlines, keeping it tight. Abstract flow, guess they like the mic. Yeah. Get 'em to the metaverse. Whoa. Get 'em to the metaverse. Yeah. Get 'em to the metaverse. It's Joy and JDun. We bringing the universe. One link, one verse. Let's get 'em to the metaverse.
All right.
Hey,
Now
that's more like it, right?
That's more like it, y'all. Now that's how we got to get in to get them to the metaverse. Listen, you are tuned into the most littiest metaverse podcast on the planet. Joy, how you feeling today?
I am super excited to be back, y'all. It's been a while, but look, we here, right? And so, JDun, how you feeling today? Let the people know.
I'm feeling good. Listen, we ain't coming in singing this time. We coming in with the vibes. Listen, we are excited because Get 'em to the Metaverse is finally back after a little bit of a, we're just going to call it a little hiatus, you know. We going to talk a little bit later about what we've been into, but man, it has been, we've missed y'all. We missed y'all so much.
Oh my God.
Like, cause all Joy talk about while we eating dinner, while we going somewhere, while we driving somewhere is, when are we gonna do another Get 'em to the Metaverse? And we wanted to make sure when we came back with the energy that we came in with the first one, all the way to how we're gonna end this season. So, Joy, I'm so excited, but we got so much to talk about. So, instead of jamming out, let's go ahead and get into this week's breaking news.
Let's go.
All right. Well, first of all, I miss hearing that. Oh my goodness. All right, Joy, what we got? What we got?
So, you know, Meta has been cooking it up, right? We've all been seeing that Meta has been doing so much. So the first thing we're going to talk about is this new HUD glass that Meta is coming up with, you know?
So, go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say.
No. So it's planning to come up with these glasses that's around $800. They thought that was going to be like $1,000. It was going to be around $800. And what it is a set of smart glasses with a HUD a head-up display. Is codenamed Supernova. It's controlled by finger gestures, and it is in development. You're gonna have like a wristband to go with it, and like JDun. I mean, is this something that the Dunn household will be getting?
So I don't know if it's Hypernova, Supernova, but I know that we gonna have it because first of all, the Dunn's gotta have everything XR just about. There's still we're gonna talk about PlayStation VR because actually we do have a PlayStation VR too. I was gonna stay there for later to joke on Joy.
My God!
But that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that in the Vision Pro area. But I'll tell you honestly, Joy, having a heads-up display in these glasses, I'm really excited. We got Eric Hartley in the building. We didn't get a chance to really talk about all our people. He said, "I forgive you for the double countdown. And new hotness is great." That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about. IT trade with the fire emojis. But Eric, he might just be talking a lot about how we should be waiting for Connect. We shouldn't go buy too many glasses. Those Oakley glasses with the 3K resolution camera and longer battery life. It's like, let's just hold off. Because they actually just dropped like 5 new colors of those, which is really cool. But we're going to hold off. We're going to wait till Connect. And we're going to go there and see if these devices... Now, I got to ask you this, Joy. Does a heads-up display change how much you will use glasses, especially if you have prescriptions in them? Do you feel like seeing your text messages and things like that? What would that do for you?
I would use them, but this is the thing. The ones that's coming out now is just with one eye. Is mono, so not bi. So I'm binocular, binocular. So I'm like, oh my gosh, will it really make that difference? Can I wait for where it has both eyes? Like, I don't know. It's like, will I have FOMO? Will I not? I don't know.
Oh, you will always have FOMO because you know your boy ain't gonna have to have it regardless. I got to have it regardless. But no,
but it sounds really, really cool.
Yeah, I am suffering right now to try to figure out what the applications might be. You know, when I look at this form factor, you know, we've been stung a few times with devices like Quest Pro, the Apple Vision Pro. Seems like anything with the Pro name in it.
Don't get it. I'm just saying.
So if they call this the Meta Glasses Pro, I might be like, you know what, man? We're
gonna haul off on those.
I'm gonna haul off on those. But honestly, I'm excited to see what they may do with this because when I think about where we're going in augmentation, like augment reality and things like that, this is the first step. So maybe they couldn't financially. I know Boz did a recent AMA. He said financially it just makes more sense in the beginning to do monocular instead of binocular, and eventually they can do both. And there's trade-offs for both. There's good things for one. There's bad things for
Yeah.
one as well. So we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yes, it. So what we got next?
So next we're talking about how, for a long time they was talking.
When Joy takes deep breaths, y'all, just be prepared. Just be prepared. Go ahead.
So, a long time they were talking about augments, right? This was your thing. You were talking about augments and be like, oh my gosh.
Why did you, let me just put it on my scene real quick. Why in the heck did you have to say it's my thing? Why did you have to say it's my thing? I don't appreciate that.
Because you were saying that, they said that we were going to have it, but then after it hasn't come out yet, and you've been saying about that, so I'm like, okay, this is your thing that you've been wanting.
Well, no, so let me set the record straight. This is not technically my thing. What you're talking about is the augments. These things were showed off at the MetaConnect, the first one we ever went to, actually, which I believe was the 2023 MetaConnect, where they showed off with the Quest 3 and showing that they would have your feet on the wall and different cool assets and things like that you could do. Digital trophies, and so I'm like, man, this is great. Like, you can have a mirror where your mirror is normally when you look at yourself and say, maybe I need to lose some weight. You can have a super what's it called? Super trying to get a fitness game with Coach Doc.
Supernatural.
Look, it was right down the tip of my tongue. Have a supernatural portal right there to go right into Start Fitness, and that was something really cool. Now, Boz just recently in that same AMA said, you know what? We messed up. We came up with something that was really cool. We didn't have the right architecture, and they have to build it from scratch. And they hated that they announced it so early, and now it's almost 2.5 years in. So we'll see. That was 2023, October. We went to 2024. We're heading to 2025. So maybe at this connect, we'll hear more about augments. I'm excited. Yes, Joy's trying to make it seem like it's something I care about. But you know what I really care about, Joy, is that Apple Vision Pro.
Oh my God.
So look at this beautiful picture of Joy.
Why did you put a picture of me with this Apple Vision Pro?
Let me explain. So a lot of I'm not pointing the finger at anyone. A lot of Apple Vision Pro folks are just feeling the sting right now because there just isn't a lot of immersive content as well as immersive apps. There's roughly, Mark Gurman reported this, there's roughly around 27 total videos technically that is made specifically for Apple Vision Pro, which are breathtaking when you watch them. However, the issue I think we're trying to beginning to see is that there is no developers building for this platform. And we don't know. Look, I've been saying it for years. Vision OS 3, Vision OS 2. We're about to be on Vision OS 26 now. I'm hoping that there's going to be a change. You can see Joy's face. I'm going to just go ahead and put the screen on Joy for a second.
Don't put it on my face, because I have been having the absolute horrible time with Apple Vision Pro. Sometimes my apps don't update. Sometimes things are not functioning as they should, and I have to wait until the next update. And so I'm just kind of kind of disappointed, Apple.
Yeah, well, you know what's not a disappointment is they got these really cool Apple environments that you can check out. Look, we didn't lose our segues now, okay? So Alien Earth is a new show on Disney Plus and Hulu, depending on how you use Disney Plus, etc. And there's this really cool environment that you just have to see. Now, Joy, I don't know if you're going to go into this environment. It freaked the snooks out of me. I'm going to say it just like that, the snooks, because when you're in this environment, you're looking around, there's actually an alien creature. It's like an Easter egg that's slowly creeping around in random spots. And from what I've heard, if you stay in it long enough, you may get a special surprise in front of your face while you're watching a movie. So could you imagine in this environment, because you can watch anything, imagine you're watching Mulan or some I don't know why you would watch Mulan in this environment.
What's up, what?
And then all of a sudden the alien drool just falls in front of your face and you look up and you see an alien. Like,
That's kind of
That
creepy.
it's very creepy, but it is proven.
But I do want to see. I would do it just to see and experience it, and I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, I can get some use out of it now. I'm just playing.
Oh wow! Well,
I'm
you
just playing.
Well, Joy, not only was that environment, we talked about the environment. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick was the PlayStation VR 2 purchase that the Dunn household made. Just to let y'all know, we did not get it for the MSRP. We got it off the cheap on Facebook Marketplace, okay? Because Joy refused to allow me to pay for the PlayStation VR 2. The reason why we bought it is because we wanted the controllers for Vision Pro. If you've been keeping up with Vision OS 26, PlayStation VR 2 controllers now work with Vision Pro. So we're going to be testing out whenever that finally launches, maybe next month. Looking at Joy's face, hopefully we know Resolution Games is working on something really cool. They showed it at the keynote. Maybe we'll see a new slew of apps to come out for Vision Pro, but that's all we got for Vision Pro today. So
we're going to be moving on over to HTC, and okay. HTC right now is entering into the smart glasses race right now.
Yes.
And so it is going to be called the Vive Eagle, and it's going to be competing with Ray-Bans. I mean, do you think that they can live up to, or compete with,
Listen,
is this something that you're thinking about getting?
So first of all, I'm not going to be suspicious because we do have Not Suspicious in the building, make some incredible games. But I will say this, what I am excited about is more devices in this space, right? So we need Meta Ray-Bans, just like Quest, has been running kind of on its own, and it needs competition to elevate it. So now I do think what Meta may be coming. We don't have any official information, only what has been rumored. What they are coming with in the fall possibly is far superior than what we are seeing with these Valve Eagle glasses. However, it does seem that Valve, it did come to play, at least. I think it came to play. All right. The specs are pretty much almost Ray-Ban-esque to me. Would have been nice to see them do a HUD, the HUD in there as well. Heads-up display just to maybe one up, kind of come in hot. It seemed like, and HTC, listen to us, we love you. But you always come from behind instead of, we need you to start jumping in front. It seemed like when the Quest,
like, lead the way.
Yeah, Quest Pro came out, and then a year later they came out with their Quest Pro-esque device, but it was like using a chip that was the XR2. It was just old. It was just outdated. So listen, HTC, if you want to send us some, we'll be happy to test it out. But we're Ray-Ban lovers over here. So if you do, just be prepared for us to give you the honest feedback. We got a Kalia sighting in the building.
Hey,
what's good? Appreciate you. All right. We say, will we get a Quest 4 or only smart glasses from now on? That's a great question. I think that's something that's been coming up a lot lately in conversations. And we could speak a little bit more about that because there's another company that's been talking about smart glasses and been talking about VR, but we haven't seen it yet. And that's that's Google. They did show off at their Google I/O event this year, where they showed that Project Wuhan is still coming. Joy, let's say it together. It's still
coming.
It's still coming. But Joy, I have a question for you.
Okay.
We're looking forward to the Project Wuhan release, but are you? I'm a little worried. So I'm asking you your honest opinion because we still haven't seen the full true specs. We still haven't seen it in action, like what the price is going to be. What are your thoughts?
I hope that it's not an Apple Vision Pro S type release. I really hope that they come in and they come in hard. Like, you only have one first impression, and when you leave a good impression, that sets the tone for what's to come. And so I really hope that, fingers crossed, that it's going to be incredible and that it doesn't flop.
Yeah,
I hope not.
Yeah, we don't want to flop. Eric said, I heard some interesting rumors about Project Muhan this week, allegedly launching in South Korea end of next month, shipping mid October, but to where? That is
Mm.
a that is a good thought. We want to say this again. Google, we are extremely excited about you entering the space with Google XR. So much so because what this last piece of news is the hope maybe that we'll begin to see something like this coming in headset at some point. But there's this new Google AI DeepMind and Genie 3 model that's able to create whole worlds that's kind of endless just based off of a little bit of data information and prompting. And my thought process, Joy, and I want to know is that if this could be virtual to where anywhere I look, anywhere I walk, I think we're one step closer to the holodeck. You know, they
That's
talk
what
about, yeah,
that's what it's looking like.
yeah. I'm a big Star Trek person. You know, we're futurists. Me and Joy both are futurists. We want to see this technology evolve to the point to where we can have endless worlds. I know Horizon Worlds. Shout out to them with their AI tools. They've been coming together and having even generational ways to create things, and I know they're going to continue to advance that. This is the next step forward where it's building the entire world based off your prompt.
Hmm.
So really excited to see where that goes from there. But yeah, that's our breaking news for the week, y'all. So appreciate y'all with that. So now let's get into these apps because Joy, you got an interesting one. I'm trying to, yeah. Let me see what you're talking about.
So my app of the week is Clawball, and it is kind of like if you like gorillas, this is going to be your thing. You have to move your arms a lot. Play with three people on the team. Um, it's it's funny. It's hilarious. I went up in there and it had some kids like
Mhm.
just going
Everything I'm here,
crazy.
everything I'm hearing right now is. So I'm
It's
I need you to pick it up. I'm trying to figure it out. All right, let's go.
it's crazy. So all you have to do is trying to slap the little ball into the little hoop thing, and it's fun.
All right,
It's fun.
slap
I had a
slap the
good
little
time.
ball. All right. There we go. Clawball is ferocious. Yes, yes, it is.
It's
We
gonna give you an arm workout for sure.
Absolutely. We got Laura in the building. What's good, family? Appreciate you
Hey.
tuning in. Listen, I don't know because it's got the gorilla tag movement right now. It does have some cool. It's come one of my favorite developers. They've made some incredible games and worked with other companies that made some incredible games for VR. So I'm almost willing to give it a try based off that. I'm not much of a cat guy. You know, so I mean, I don't know.
You come in there, we're gonna be competitive and play against each other. You know you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, you might be right, but now let me tell you about another game that I that you can't beat me in. The good segue here. It's called Beatable. Okay, basically this is a really cool rhythm game with a twist. So this is a game I've been playing a lot lately. Joy, you got to get into this thing. It's really crazy. Basically, you in your room, you can put a table or map a table. You don't even have to have a table if you don't want, but it works best with a table where you can now play the rhythm notes with your hands. You're tapping them as you go, and you even have to do some snaps. Now, you know I'm not the best at snapping, but it's really, really cool how it works. Would you play a game like this?
I guess.
Look at look at her face. She's like, what? Like, well, you know, I love
You gave
music.
me the wah wah wah.
Yes,
Is what
I
I'm
gave you the
giving you
wah
the.
wah wah because you know, and I'm gonna give myself the horns because it's really cool. You have to just be in it. You have to check it out. I think it's the point of
All
playing
right.
something in mixed reality, having the physical touch of something on the table, like actually touching the table and something happening in mixed reality. It just tricks your brain to think you're actually doing something like you're playing drums or you're doing something that's really cool. So that's where I really enjoy it, and I think it's really cool. Finally, for apps of the week, we wanted to spotlight one particular one. Now, this is World War Z. Um, I'm not a big zombie shooter. Joy's the shooter in the house. Uh, so Joy, are you planning on checking this out?
I am gonna I'm gonna plan on checking it out, and I'm gonna be screaming the entire time because you know how I am. If you saw my Arizona sunshine video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna
Absolutely.
be playing this and screaming the entire time and having a blast. So I'm looking forward
Absolutely.
to it.
Nah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So that is literally our apps of the week. So we just have all those in our description as well. There are some affiliate links linked to those, so it does help out the channel if you use them. No pressure, but those are our apps that we recommend for this week. Now, Joy, we've been talking about a lot of things, but one thing we need to talk about is where the heck have we been? Okay, it has
Yes.
been a time. So I wanted to first say something to Joy. This was not scripted, but Joy, y'all, she loves being able to do this podcast, and I do as well. But we got really busy this year.
Oh
For
yeah.
a myriad of reasons. So we wanted to spend our first show kind of explaining like from the beginning, like from when we finished the episode 51 of season one, the final one of season one, what the heck have we been up to, right? So Joy, you wanna start it off?
Yeah, so we had the opportunity to be able to be a part of a AMA with our guy, Ninja Guy.
Yeah,
And we were able to talk everything VR, being content creators, and also being a part of the Meta Horizon community. And
yeah.
so it's always a good time when we hook up with our fellow content creators to just talk about what we love and what we love doing. And it was a great time.
Yeah, it was a great time. You know, every time we get an opportunity, this was actually our second time having the opportunity to do a MetaQuest official Discord AMA.
Mhm.
It seems like the topic always comes back to your why. You know, why do you do VR? Why did you get into content creation?
Mhm.
Why do you continue to do it? Because y'all, I'm gonna be honest, this is not the easiest thing
It is not.
to do. We both work our business. We both have other responsibilities, family, of course, and one another. And we still decide to get up every day and push the good word of VR and XR and do stuff like this, like the podcast. So when we do the AMA, and this was actually a special one because this is when the merge of Horizon Worlds Discord and the MetaQuest Discord came together. And
Yes.
so they felt strongly that, hey, you guys have been rocking it for Horizon Worlds, and we want to make sure that the MetaQuest folks know that even though Horizon Worlds is joining, we got some people who understand both sides. So it was a really, really good time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yes. Now, Joy, to be honest, you about to get some major flowers right now. I need everyone to drop. If you on the phone, I need you to drop some flower emojis. There's a reason why, and I'm gonna set this up, and then you're gonna have to explain to them what this was like when we get into this next topic of what happened to Joy Rain, what happened to JDun for months. But first, I want to say this. I watched you over the last few years build in Horizon and build community and do joy in the morning, and then we did the podcast, and then you're in the headset and you're mentoring others and you're explaining to others why Horizon matters, and you decided to take a bigger leap to go even further and go into what I would say is almost impossible road, not for you per se, but this impossible road where you begin to develop, and not just develop a game, but develop something that in 30 days, which just, yeah. So I just want to give you your flowers. I see some flowers in the chat. I just wanted to first set this up because you did an amazing job, and I just wanted to tell you that. But let's go ahead and set it up, Joy.
Oh,
Let's
oh,
talk
thank
about
you.
this particular topic.
Yes, so I took time to learn TypeScript, learn how to develop an entire game, y'all. And I created a game called Crystal Frenzy that's available in Horizon Worlds. It is a 3D platformer, love retro games. It was my ode, my love letter to retro games.
Yeah.
And um, I wanted to create this game, and it has been an experience. It took over 450 hours for me to
Yeah.
complete this within 30 days. And so if you try, you'd be like, oh, the math is not mathing. You girls spent some days like getting 2, 3 hours of sleep and then getting back up and trying to complete this game. But it was completed, and I'm so proud of it. The object of the game is to collect the crystals without falling on the platforms. If you fall 3 times, game's over. But you have 6 biodomes that you try to complete. And so it's so cute. It's a beautiful game. I absolutely proud of it, and so you should check it out.
Um, Joy, they hear 450 hours, and they might say, "How in the heck in 30 days?" Joy was pulling all nighters. We're talking, you know, what, like 10 in the morning till 7 the next day for almost 30 days straight.
No, because it would be like I would wake up like I was staying there all night. Like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. is my sweet spot
Yeah.
of creating and stuff. And so I would be spending times like you're waking up to go to work, and I'm just getting into bed to get 2 or 3 hours of sleep and getting right back up to get back on the computer. So it was crazy.
Yeah, that's why I said literally from 10 in the morning to 7 the next morning.
Yeah.
Like it was constant connection. And I mean she's driven, waking up with new ideas, saying, I got it, I figured it out. I'm going to sleep at 10, 11 o'clock. She's saying, I don't know how I'm gonna figure this out. And I'm like, I know you're gonna do it. I know you're gonna do it. You're gonna figure it out. Just let me know. When we get up in the morning, we're gonna do our dance. It's gonna be amazing. And then I come in that room at 6:50 in the morning. It's there. And so this game is an incredible love letter to retro platforming games. Joy, I just want to say it again. You made such a fantastic game. I know you got some
Thank
cool
you.
updates that you're going to continue to
Yes.
add to this. And one thing I wanted to mention is that people playing this game have literally said, we didn't make this up. We didn't create this banter. They were like, this is a great game, and especially in headset for people who are just starting in VR. Because
Yeah.
it's not taking you, it doesn't do that much to your motion. It doesn't, like, it's not motion sickness inducing.
Hmm.
But it's really really fun, and I think anyone from age, literally from the youngest age to the oldest age, can play this game, whether it's on mobile, web, or in headset. So
Yeah.
definitely in there. Now I think Eric is kind of trying to tease, and he said any chance of adding a player too. Very interesting. Yeah,
Mhm.
Joy, is there anything you want to talk about?
Yes, we have some updates coming soon with multiplayer, so get ready for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely crazy. We got IT Trey in the building with the flowers. We love to
Oh,
see it. Not
thank
suspicious with the
you.
clap emojis as well.
Hey,
Look, we got Alex in there. What the?
hey,
Look,
Alex.
you late, Alex. You late. Yeah, you late, man. What you doing? But nah, so definitely love this game. I play it all the time. It's not one of those things where we build something, Joy, you build something, and then
Yeah.
okay, I'm done with it. It's a game that we go back
Mm-mm.
to on a normal basis. The music gets to me. I'm such a retro platformer lover. But you did a phenomenal job. I just can't say it enough.
Thank
Just
you.
love Crystal Frenzy. Now I'm gonna let you set up this other one too, because after doing 450 hours of development,
Yes, you have to take a break. You have to take a mental break. You have to
yeah,
celebrate your wins. You have to celebrate everything. So what did we do? We celebrated with a vacation. And
that's
so we
right.
took time to just go to Disney, go to SeaWorld, go to Epcot, go to Universal.
Yes.
And at Universal, there is a phenomenal ride that
Mm,
incorporates AR. It's
yeah.
like, what? And so it is the Mario Kart um ride, and it is so much fun. If you haven't had the opportunity to go, please make sure you go to Epic Universe. We are not sponsored by them whatsoever, but we had so much fun on this ride, and to see AR be incorporated into this ride blows your mind. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so incredible. So make sure you check it out.
Yeah, so what we got here is some exclusive Ray-Ban footage taken from within the little special AR display glasses, so you can kind of see a little bit of what it looked like. It doesn't. Does not give you great representation of what it was
No.
like actually physically being in there with the glasses. It was really cool. There was a. I'm not going to ruin it for you guys because I want you to experience it. But there was a cool Rainbow Road piece. I'm not going to say nothing more than that. That really took it to a whole nother level. But really, really enjoyed it, and we got a chance to have a mental break. This coincided with other events that we normally would go to, but we were like, you know what, Joy, you have killed it. You've made an incredible game. We've had an incredible year so far. Let's take some time, step away, replenish ourselves, revigorate ourselves so that we can come back stronger. And then we still ran into virtual reality and augmented reality while we were out there. So absolutely, absolutely love it. And it's something that you just got to experience. It was a long queue. I think we waited for about an hour and 10 minutes or so to ride this particular ride, but Epic Universe had just opened.
Yeah.
So it was like still the first week or so of it being open. So it may be a little slower now, for
Yeah.
sure. But now, speaking of VR and XR, something else happened while we were literally on our little hiatus from the podcast. The device that I have been waiting for ever to release since it was mentioned like years ago by Mark Zuckerberg was this Xbox slash MetaQuest device. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
We're on this podcast. In fact, I'm gonna put it on us so I don't get Joy in trouble. I was expecting more. I was expecting some special software. I was expecting some form of special something that Meta would do differently with the
Mm-hmm.
Xbox tradition, edition. But
Mm-hmm.
that's not what we got. What we got was a Quest 3S. I wish it was a Quest 3, but a Quest 3S version. Now it looks fantastic.
It
Um,
does.
Boz, if you're listening, the whole Meta team, if you're listening, Reality Labs, we want a black Quest. Whatever the next Quest is with the most power, we want it to be different colors. Give us black, give us red, give us blue, give us aqua, give us all the color waves, okay? But I think just having it, we had to go get it. Me and Joy both. We just had to go get it. It was something that, as a collector's item, we wanted to have as a piece of history. And not only did they come out in style with this Quest, Joy. This was not a partnership that I was expecting to see. And I really want to know what you thought about it, with the Amp House and Kai Cenat, and this huge promotion they did for MetaQuest.
Yeah, well, one, I was super excited to see this branch out from the ecosystem that we're used to and seeing people that may have never seen the Quest in action or ever heard of the Quest really see it and get an opportunity, especially the younger children who tune in to Amp and Kai Cenat and see all of that. And it's like, wow, the way that they went all out for
Shh, talk
this
about it.
campaign. Oh my gosh, if you can see on the screen right now, you see that it's dropping through the ceiling, this big, huge Quest Quest 3, um, the Xbox version
Yeah,
dropping through the ceiling, and then they have little versions of it to where they can try it on and everything and play with it. But I was like, my mind was blown. I'm like,
yeah.
I cannot that they did this, but it was good. It had its good aspects, but I really think it had some bad aspects too. And I was kind of disappointed as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Let
Um,
No, no, that
Good.
no. I'm about to say let's talk about it because, and this is what this show is about. We're not just gonna be shields and say everything's great, everything's wonderful. We're gonna talk about it. Even Eric talked about this as well. Hard dislike of how the Amp House stuff worked. Would have loved to have seen more actual Quest usage of footage. Listen, this is gonna sound so weird. No, I'm gonna let Joy go ahead because you want to jump on it first. Go ahead.
Well, I was saying that I didn't like how they weren't giving any type of instruction of how to set it
There
up,
we
or
go.
the devices weren't set up already and streaming from one of their devices to see what they're seeing. Like they're opening a fresh Quest. And you know, when you open up and get your first quest, that you have to do boundaries, you have to go through the tutorials and all
Talk
this kind of
about it.
stuff like that. And it's like these guys, it's probably their first time putting on a quest two, a quest, not a quest two, but a quest also. And it's like, this is not a good first impression because they weren't given any direction. The little person was just laughing in the corner and really helping. I don't know if he was supposed to be a help or not, but he didn't know. And I was like, oh my goodness, they should have had some type of structure or
Yeah.
something to help them to really take this VR moment seriously.
Yeah, I have to, I gave you the good claps. Let me give you the good claps again. Uh, because the thing that really took me, and I think me and you talked about it a ton, Joy, was we wanted this to be a quest moment. We wanted it to be focused
Yeah.
around the quest. Like we've been this champion, we've been loving it, we've been putting it on our back. Like we love VR, and this was this big promotion with
Yep.
these huge content creators. And instead of it being focused on a quest, it ended up being like, yeah, for Gen Z, for different generation of people, I understand it. They didn't. It's not about. It was about being able to take some pics and say, "Yep, we got MetaQuest." It's for MetaQuest to get some viral connection to it and be able to use it.
Hmm.
And for that, they did that. They had
Yeah, they
freaking
mission
Spartans
accomplished.
busting through the door, giants walking through and fighting,
They
and
had the big car, the
the
monster
big car,
truck.
the monster truck. Like they
Yeah.
did it up, and I mean, hey, I think they got out of it what they wanted. It was about promoting MetaQuest, making it look cool, making it set it up. But we would have loved to see at least one quest. I mean, look, and then it hurts my heart. They ripping the boxes. Joy, while we was watching this, and what's so funny, we were watching the stream in Vision Pros with another friend of ours. We were literally watching this in the Vision Pro. So we're on the whole time with our personas just looking like, what is going on? They ripping the box open. I'm like, no, it's a collector's item. What are you doing? And it was just a toy for them, and that's cool. But we know when they were acting and saying, "Oh, look at this! What I'm in the Xbox." There's no way. The controller has to be
Yeah.
paired. You got to go do a tutorial. There's just no way it was actually set up. So,
Yeah.
really, really upset about that. But at the end of the day, I do think they did get out of it, and I kind of settled my spirit on it. Me and Joy both to say, you know what, it's okay. We don't always have to have. It don't always have to be centered around VR for the point to get across. Thank you so
Right.
much, man. Welcome back. We appreciate you. We
Ah, thank
appreciate
you.
you. Eric said it again. It was focused on the names MetaQuest and Xbox, but not the product. Yeah, I mean, it was a
Yeah,
It was definitely a
absolutely.
marketing pool. Definitely a marketing pool. Well, what was not a marketing pool? We're gonna keep it with the segues today. It's this last piece of topic we're gonna talk about was something that actually just happened literally last week, Joy.
Hmm. It was the MetaQuest, I'm sorry, it was the Meta Horizon Worlds Creators Academy
Yeah.
that we attended, and it was incredible to introduce all of these new creators that had an interest in Horizon Worlds to come in and learn to build and publish their first world. So it was super excited to be a part of.
Listen, we had the privilege being in New York City for what 5 days almost, to not only be in a room with creators from all different backgrounds, some of them successful in other platforms, and they got a chance to hear the reason, the why Horizon Worlds matters today. Now, I know we got a lot of haters out there who specifically target Horizon Worlds. I want to preface this. We are not out here shills again saying Horizon Worlds is the best and perfect platform on the planet.
Not at
No,
all.
no. But what we will say is that we've been able to grow community. We've been able to use it for good. We've been able to take it to the next level for what we are able to do. And we tried Rec Room. We tried VR chat. We tried other platforms. It just didn't work for us. So we do
Yeah.
understand that kids worlds are out there and you got the squeakers and things like that, but for us when we get in the headset, we love our avatars, we love the worlds we're building, our friends are building, and we're having a good time. So being able to be in a room and encourage the next generation of builders, and then also kind of learn some cool new stuff too for ourselves. Uh,
Absolutely.
it was absolutely really cool, and we got to meet a ton of great people as well. You know, we always take the time to take out pics with people, and it was really really just a great time. So I caution and say this, that guys, if you haven't given Horizon Worlds a chance recently, there's been a lot of change, a lot of new
Absolutely.
features, and a lot of new things coming, that you definitely want to check out, for sure. Listen, I'm excited because now that we've gotten out of all of that, we could talk about right now the return of Get 'em to the Metaverse. Okay. Now, Joy, I'm gonna preface this with saying, this show means a lot to us,
Hmm.
and you know, our first time back, we're like, okay, we was all nervous. We're like, okay, everything got to be right. We got to have the right colors. If you guys notice, you know, let us know what you think about the design when you watch this back. If you're watching it after the live has happened, the design, we've changed everything up from the previous season so that we can just come in looking more professional and coming with a different flow, being more real and authentic and genuine. I wanted to ask you a question, Joy, because as we wrap up the show for the day, I think we might even get out of here a little early. I wanted to ask you this one simple question. Why does Get Into the Metaverse podcast matter to you? And why have you been pushing for it so hard to come back bigger, greater, and better?
Yeah, Get Them to the Metaverse podcast is such a pivotal instrument of showing people that, hey, this technology is out here. You may not have known of several of the things that we talked about today, but just to get that knowledge, just to hear from people that may look like you, that may not look like you, but just to get a fresh perspective, that is imperative to see different things come out of this platform of showing and showcasing and saying, hey, we're here. We aren't going anywhere, and that you can get knowledge and from any place. And so why not get it from Get Them to the Metaverse? And also too, the metaverse technology is not going anywhere.
Yeah,
We know that like it's going to play an instrumental part in things that's to come. And
yeah,
so get ready, just get prepared, and just open your mind and know that, hey, this
yeah.
technology isn't going anywhere.
And one of the things too, because and you know, we were kind of going back and forth as we was bringing this back, was it wasn't a heavy news season this year. We're
No.
really just getting back into the swing where, you know, things are happening, new devices are being launched. You know, Google, we're still waiting. You know, we're expecting some new things coming out. Of course, Connect's coming up really soon. We're excited about what Meta may be showing at this one as well, but one big thing was we noticed a lot of podcasts begin to fall off as times goes on because we get busy. And we were like, it's really important to bring Get Onto the Metaverse back and do it in such a way that's energetic, that's excited, but genuine to us. And the last thing I'm going to touch on before we get out of here is it is important to showcase diversity. I know in the country now, there's a president. Not when I say president, I don't mean the president. I mean there's a president, what's the right word, set, like a
A
actual
precedent.
a precedent, yeah,
Yeah,
set
a precedent.
that, that diversity doesn't matter, that true diversity doesn't need to be spoken about, but diversity does matter. And we know when we go to these events and we go places, a lot of times we do not see a lot of people who look like us. And so one of the things we want to make sure of and continue to go in on is to continue to push the narrative that diversity and inclusion matters, not only in the world, but also in this VR and XR space, and that VR is for everyone. And we will die on that hill. We will push that hill. We will go for it every single day. So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to come back on this first episode. You know, we gonna keep it live and keep it lit all the time. But we wanted to make sure we gave you our heart and our focus because we still believe that the metaverse, the extraordinary metaverse, is going to become an ordinary part of life. That is the mission. That is the point of doing this show. So we're going to have some phenomenal guests. We're going to do some phenomenal talks. But we wanted to get back in this thing and just get to you guys and explain to you why we've been gone for so long and why we are about to come back full circle But yeah, that's the show
Oh
today.
yeah.
That's the show today, Joy. I'm so excited. I'm happy with it. I wanted to ask you again, any final words you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
Thank you all so much for rocking with us and checking out this season 2, the first episode of season 2 of Get 'em to the Metaverse. It feels so good to have completed it. How about you, JDun? Any last final words?
Listen, we are excited, motivated, driven, and with immense excitement to take this thing to the next level. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Thank you so much for tuning in to Get 'em to the Metaverse. Listen, we got so much in store for this podcast, so many things we want to do. This is just the beginning. But listen, we're going to catch you guys next time. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you next time on Get 'em to the Metaverse. Peace.
Peace.